relationships are seen all over the place, whether you want to or not, and most of them that I personally see are in high school because I'm a high school student, but it seems that everyone in a relationship always is completely infatuated with the other person, and I know that if you're in a relationship with someone, you should be satisfied with them and you should be happy being with them, but I don't know why they have to be completely obsessed with them and call it love. But it's not just a theoretical belief of mine. The chemicals in the brain that are needed to produce love are serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, and then firings of hormones and pheromones in the endocrine system. But even though the endocrine system is only responsible for sexual attraction, still the chemicals serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin still need to be released in a certain balance to create what people call love. And there are a few rules to be able to have this love. Person attempting to produce these chemicals needs to be extremely close to or done with puberty, and that means no love for freshmen. No love for anyone who is not at least close to the age of 17, 18. And you need to have pheromone contact with the person of their choice for at least 3 months to be able to produce these chemicals. And you think you're in love with your partner. Why do you think you're in love with them?
Because without them, I feel empty.
Aww. And how long have you known them?
About the beginning of the semester.
Okay, so a couple weeks. Okay. So, of course, most people in high school that spontaneously burst into relationships cannot physically be capable of love. Infatuation, maybe. They can really like them. Probably lust. Especially if you're a male. Why would you feel inclined to get into a high school relationship? Is it more for hormonal and attraction reasons or for emotional reasons?
It is 100% hormonal and attractive reasons, whatever you say. The first one.
But not love. Like after, if you haven't corresponded to those physical rules. So, why do people feel the need that they have to be in love and they can't just be with a person in a dedicated relationship? Is it because of the media? Is it because of social standards? Is it because people put too much emphasis on the word love and what it means to be in love? I'm going to be interviewing couples and telling them the scientific nature of love and attempt to see why they participate in belief preservation or why they want to be in the ideological love state that everyone's talking about and everyone tries to relate their relationships to, and why couldn't they just be happy with a normal partner, and why is it ideal to have the label love on a relationship or even the label to be in a relationship at all, and what it means to be in a relationship in high school. So I asked people around all ages what is their personal definition of love, what they think love is, what they feel love is, and these are some of their responses.
When you get to that place where you feel about somebody like you wouldn't want to be with anybody else and you feel like you would do anything for them, it's when you put them before you.
Goodness, I don't think there's words for it, to be honest with you.
It comes to you.
Sickness that we allow to happen to us.
I feel that love is when you care about someone more than you do yourself.
Two people are together and they are loyal to each other and they can trust each other.
When two people have feelings for each other.
When you're nervous around someone even though you've been around them for years.
It's more a feeling than a word.
Love is being with someone through the good times and the bad times, and you know their history and you know your history.
Are compassionate about someone.
You care about them a lot, right?
This person that you go through, maybe hell and back for them, and you have to go through different situations just to be with them.
What is your personal definition of love?
Bullshit.
Finding someone who you can relate to and that doesn't look for what you are on the outside, but who you are on the inside.
Doing anything for whoever it is that you love and being able to sacrifice the things that you hold dear in order to make them happy.
I guess having a strong affection towards them.
We're the place I catch my ride most every day. But when the damn thing I could do or say up in the skyway.
Well, it depends on the person you're with, and it depends on the connection you have with them, honestly.
You're gonna fail. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
They're all
High
gonna
school
fail.
relationships do not work. Why don't people get that?
Yeah, it's like.
Are you in a relationship?
I guess for the fun of it sometimes.
Based off their looks, but it can also be hormonal.
It sort of gets in the way of like schoolwork.
Question, because I don't know. It's just, I don't know. You connect with somebody, or at least you think you do, and you just kind of want to be with them all the time.
Something relatable, like someone they can talk to and be best friends with. And guys just kind of.
Why can't they just stay together?
Filled with drama. They tend to be very irrational at times. They tend to be based on what they see in movies, what they see via social media. High school relationships can be. I think I'll stop there.
I mean, I have a high school relationship, but at the end of the day, when we go off to college and stuff, it's a high school relationship that's beneficial.
So it's mainly for company?
Yeah, I think it's just for company right now. We're in high school, for God's sake.
What is your opinion of high school relationships?
They're sweet, but they're called high school relationships for a reason. I don't think there should be that serious once they're out of high school.
I think that too many people jump into high school relationships like, oh my god, I love this person. And like after like 3 days and stuff like that. I think high school relationships are kind of overrated because I think a lot of times both girls and guys both define themselves by their partners. And it's like, oh, if I'm not with this person, then I'm less of an individual. I think that's kind of how unfortunately, how most high school relationships work, and most of them are kind of oriented through sex.
See, superficial. That's all it is for guys.
It's not just to pass the time. That's just a dude being a dude. Dudes are attracted to girls a little more heavily than we are to them, if you know what I'm saying.
What do you enjoy most about your high school relationship?
I guess it's like a good, like you always have someone there, and like you can really support each other through high school. High school sucks.
What is your opinion of high school relationships? Do you think they're rational or irrational?
I feel like they're rational to a point, but people need to realize that this is high school. You're not marrying that chick, dude. So there's no reason to get her a $200 watch. You know, just tell her you love her, or tell her you enjoy spending time with her. But people got to realize that they have their entire lives ahead of them, and they're gonna be splitting up soon anyway for college or whatnot. So take it for what it is, but don't blow it up too much.
Gain experience.
And what about you?
It's not rational.
It's not rational. And being in a high school relationship yourself, why were you first inclined to get into that relationship? For more hormonal reasons or emotional?
Both. Dana and I get along really well, and when we butt heads, it just sort of inspires us to work harder and be better people ourselves.
And what do you think is rational about being in a high school relationship, or irrational?
I think irrationalities would be saying that you love someone really just as you get into the relationship without getting to know them first.
Why do you feel that it's ideal to be in love with the person you're with? Like, in love with by media standards?
I guess it's just the feeling.
The rationality of it, though, is that at a young age, people tend to be more dependent on other people.
It helps people with their self-esteem, and also helps people know that there's someone there for them.
Most people say high school relationships aren't going to work, and less than 10% of them do, and then basically 0.5% of high school relationships don't end in divorce and actually are successful, but people will get in them regardless. So why do you think?
High school relationships seem dramatic. Seems like a lot of students think they're really, really, really in love with someone when it might just be a crush or puppy love.
And why do you think that people are compelled to irrationalize their feelings as love?
because the world tells me to.
So, if a beautiful female came up to you in the hallway and asked you to go out, what would you say?
Sure.
But why?
Why not?
So why do people feel the need to be in a high school relationship where they know it's probably not going to continue on to marriage or even outside of high school? Most of the responses that I got were along the lines of, oh, it's for the company, it's because I feel lonely, or it helps pass the time, makes you feel better about yourself.
Based off of just something to do, you know what I'm saying?
Two people mutually use each other just so they'll feel better about the time, and it's sort of like they treat people like they're disposable, which I guess all relationships are in high school, but it's sort of sad how meaningless they really are when you get down to it. Is it ideal to get married or continue a relationship on through high school?
And is continuing on to marriage an ideal goal for you two, or no? Or like continuing your relationship outside of high school is a long-term relationship?
I mean, I think that it's just the whole kind of you cross that creek before you come to it.
Yeah. What is the point of high school relationships when you know they're not going to last?